recording is going to look at the University of Hull support website for skits. You can see in the browser that I've entered universityofhullskits.org.uk, which will take you to this page. And there are other things to look at. First of all, have a look at the tweets section. And if you're on Twitter, then do join by going to the @UOH_skits. Now, if we scroll down this page, you'll see we get into a Enter Site. Click on that, and it'll take you to the main page. Scroll down again, and click on Access the Support Resources. There are 8 main sections of the site that will be useful. I'm going to quickly go through each of these, but what I want to recommend here is you spend some time going around the site and looking for resources for yourself. The first section then looks at wider academic support, and you can see on here there's a lot of support materials around level 6, level 7, writing at level 7, the sources you could be using, and the key ideas of being a reflective practitioner or models of reflection which sit at the heart of the course. Scroll down a bit further and you can see more support materials for books, for journals, for referencing, all the stuff that you will need to help you with your academic. A key section on this is the support materials, journal and research. This will take you off to links for your ProQuest and EBSCO sites, the key research databases, and for other areas like links to local libraries depending where you are, or some key educational research repositories, most of which, as you can see, are open sources. A lot of those there. So let's go back now to the home page, and you can see the next section talks about some introductory ideas for teaching and learning. Again, if we scroll down, click on that. Here you can look at ideas around models of practice, around some thought, key ideas for purpose, for knowledge models. Again, it's worth spending time and looking around that. You can also see this key idea of why do we school? What's the core nature of school as opposed to education, and how are these different? And again, some links off to a range of other sites and support materials. Let's go home again. Again, we can look now at the next section, which are core models for thinking about learning. So here there are some sections about the PGCE, but also some pedagogic models, which we will have covered in one of the sessions, but will help refresh and think about your minds. This is important for the assignments. You can see a range of ideas here, again, linking in to lots of other thoughts, including things around progressive and traditionalist teaching, what that might mean, around the idea of technology, complexities of teaching landscapes, relationships as key things, and then some important lessons from cognitive psychology, a growing and developing area in teaching and learning. Let's go back up, and again, back to the home page. Our next session thinks about some contemporary ideas. And here, as you can see, are a series of about 20 people who are offering thoughtful ideas working at the moment in education. People like Gert Biester, looking at different models for schooling and existing in the world, Robert Bjork's work around desirable difficulties, John Geek on neuromyths, a key research neuromythologist and neuroeducational scientist, Jan Mayer's stuff on threshold concepts, a whole series of areas that you may come across these terms and want to know more about them as you're doing your work. You will see, amusingly, a preponderance of bald white men, but I don't think that's compulsory to work in education. Back again to our teaching and learning home, and we've got our next section, which is around core priorities for teaching. These were picked up a couple of years ago and looked around EAL, ESL, behaviour management, phonics, inclusion, and some areas around creativity, learning theory, learning theorists, and neuroscience that you may find interesting. The last 2 sections of the support website may not be quite so useful to you as in a skit, but still will offer you a range of materials to support yourself. So classroom practice, again you can see a whole range of areas here. And teacher as researcher, looking at those key ideas. This might be more useful if you're thinking about carrying on with your masters at some point and developing this into a full master's course. Again, a lot of ideas around current thinking in teaching and learning, especially around evidence-based learning. So those are the key 8 sections of the support website. As I say, the most important thing is to play, have a look around and explore the resources that you find there. If you do find broken links or such like, please let me know. The last area of the website that will be useful is the sitemap. Again, here you can see all the sections of the website and the areas that are available. Again, have a look around that. So for example, one area around behaviour management gives you an introduction to 8 different ways of approaching behaviour management in the classroom and support materials on that. As I say, lots to explore. So Enjoy exploring around the website, and if you've got any questions, please do come back to me.